What's up, Star Wars fans, and welcome to the Empire. Glad you could stop by. So lately, the past few episodes of the Bad Batch have been fillers, so I haven't been doing my usual breakdowns. Now that's not a bad thing. Without fillers, the show would probably be ending soon, and I think this show really thrives with those fillers, just like the Clone Wars did. It gives us a chance to step back and explore the rest of the galaxy, and see how other planets and characters are reacting to the creation of the new Empire. I feel like some shows lack that kind of world building, so I'm glad we're fortunate enough to get that with Star Wars, and on top of that, the past few fillers have been really interesting, with the pod racing, the Indiana Jones Adventure episode with the ancient Zepho, and the Kashyyyk episode with Gungi. But last week's episodes brought us back into moving the plot forward with a 2-episode drop, both being super interesting and game-changing. The first episode focused on more clones coming out about the destruction of Kamino, while Senator Chuchi tried to be the voice of the clones in the Senate. The second episode has the Bad Batch come to Coruscant to help Rex sneak aboard Admiral Rampart's Venator and download the footage showing him being the reason for Kamino's destruction. Lots of crazy things happen between these two episodes, and it's been an incredible ride so far. So instead of a breakdown, I wanted to talk about something I found interesting. And the most interesting thing happened in episode 7, the Clone Conspiracy. During this episode, we're introduced to a mysterious bounty hunter who hunts down the clone named Slip throughout the episode. He succeeds in killing him, but fails to take out the Senator due to Captain Rex arriving just in time. The bounty hunter is revealed to be another clone. Now at first I thought it could be a clone we've seen before in a previous season of the Clone Wars, but nothing really stuck. I mean, you could just throw it out and say that he was one of the random clones we see in the background, but that's obviously not that interesting. The more clear answer, and the one that makes the most sense, is that this clone was one of Palpatine's clone assassins brought into canon from Legends. If you didn't know, the clone assassins were created during the Clone Wars when Chancellor Palpatine had commissioned the Kaminos to create a batch of these elite clones with the main goal of eliminating Jedi. They didn't see very much action until the end of the war when they assisted Darth Vader and the 501st during their assault on the Jedi Temple to get rid of the remaining Jedi and then lure in some with a beacon. While Vader traveled to Mustafar, the clone assassins and the 501st would kill any Jedi returning to the temple for safety, only to be met with lethal force. Unfortunately for these clone assassins, Obi-Wan Kenobi killed all the ones at the Jedi Temple where he and Yoda arrived. The clone assassins are skillful, but even a group isn't strong enough to take on a master. I believe the clone assassin we see in the Bad Batch was of the same type, but since the Jedi were now spread thin throughout the galaxy, and not too many of them remained, they had the clone assassins reassigned to help perform other tasks like eliminate enemies for the Empire. I hope we get to see more clone assassins show up and we go more in depth about their creation. I'm not sure how much of Legends they'll pull from, but their current origin doesn't contradict too much, so I can see them keeping it the same. What are your thoughts on these clone assassins, and do you hope we get to see more of them in the future? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to join the Empire today, and I hope to see you all in the next one. May the Force be with you, my friends.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. You're not a Jedi yet.